we put out a call to all the young actors in Great Britain.
A man with a bell.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We need you.
We practically was Blake and Schofield for that whole year.
It was more a lifestyle choice than a job.
I loved the idea of writing a war movie where the fight was to stop a battle.
We were using this, you know, some amazing technical gear, but it also felt like doing a kind of home video school play.
You would come up and say, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But that was really beneficial.
Action would just mean sort of exist. And, you know, and
That's a good one, I like that.
You know.
And exist. And stop existing. That's good, I'm going to use that. This is Entertainment Weekly's Around the Table.
The conditions that we were actually filming in were so realistic to how it would have been. I always describe the mud in no man's land compared to walking on ice. That's how slippy it was. And there's a bit in that sequence where the camera sort of lowers down and onto Blake and Schofield's feet, and our feet are just slipping everywhere. But that ain't us acting that. That's us genuinely just trying to put one foot in front of the other. That I've never had an experience like that before.
No.
I mean, it was sort of trying to find the balance between having what an actor prepares, and we prepared a lot, but then also almost forgetting that and just seeing what happened on the day and trying to gel them two together.
Yeah, I think as well, and like what we're saying about kind of the emotional scenes and taking certain stuff home with you, this was a really healthy experience as an actor in terms of, it was kind of the best of both worlds in that it's, that you have to have one foot inside, one foot outside. And in terms of like when the doing of it, you have to be completely there, and the length of the takes that allowed you to get completely immersed. The sets were, you know, you're in the environment. You can't see anyone else. You are doing that journey and feeling everything that is going on in the scene. But then by the same token, the fact that we were party to the crafting of that beforehand helped you have a sort of more three-dimensional view of it, which just frankly for your head and your heart is healthier at the end of the day to kind of leave work there. But that said, obviously, the parts came to us and we came to the parts over the making of it. So it was sort of, we were probably more immersed than we even realised, I reckon.
And we was immersed 6 months before we even started shooting. We practically was Blake and Schofield for that whole year.
It was more a lifestyle choice than a job.
It was. It was. Do you know what? I'm not just saying it. Obviously, we were making a film, but you know, in those scenes, I forgot we were making a film. You was just in it, and that was it. And the thing is, these one takes, I think the longest take we did was 9 minutes. And as an actor, you really do just get lost in it, don't you?
Yeah, and you kind of like, I don't know. That was one thing the sort of wonderful direction that you gave it to us a few times, and then it sort of, I think it got under our skin in that way of like, just throw it away, just be natural, just have the thought, take it all in. And that way that once you start doing that and you kind of have the trust of all being together, of that you know that, you know, that the team is with you, you just start looking around and you just start having the thoughts that they'd be having, and you know the characters so well that you start thinking as them. So you look at someone and you sort of have Schofield's reaction to them, and then you sort of look down there and you go, oh, right, that reminds me of the memory that that has sort of been built over the last few months, and it was just sort of really lovely to be like, action would just mean sort of exist. And, you know, and
that's a good one, I like that. You know. And exist. And stop existing. That's good, I'm going to use that.